is there anything that stood out to you that you think should change or we should try and change?
Okay.
In Trinidad and Tobago?
Let me open it wider than the children of citizenship. So I have had a lot of interaction with children, albeit briefly, but many sets of children. When we had the whole unnecessary brouhaha about the national anthem, when I said that the anthem is not to be interpreted a la the American anthem, but it is really a recurring pledge, and it is not a performance item. We aren't to listen to the anthem and clap. We are to sing the anthem ourselves, internalizing each and every time the words and ethos of it. Because of that, a lot of schools, in fact, every school that asked to come here, and we do school tours regularly, and every school that invited me made it a point of having their children learn the national anthem. And I was so proud, especially with the ones that come from the early childhood education centers, to see little 3 and 4-year-olds, poor things, they ain't too sure what the words are, but they're very serious. And they're belting out whatever words they think it is. But they have the idea of standing at attention, and they understand this is something important and participatory. So that was one of the important things. And I think we do the children and the nation a serious disservice when we don't use every age-appropriate opportunity to ingrain national consciousness. I think if you go to an early childhood education center, when you leave there, you must know the anthem. You must know vaguely, because it's of your age, what it means. You should have seen pictures of the national flower. Little children could understand the flower. And if you show them a picture of a double chaconia and tell them what it is, anywhere they go, they will know it and know it's the national flower. Right? They should know the flag and what the different colors of the flag mean. Because children, before the age of 5, can understand these things. There are other things that they could learn that we need to teach early, and that is how the genders should operate. So in the early childhood center, a boy who hits a girl, that's a learning, a teaching opportunity for those in charge to talk about violence and why it should not happen and why boys should not hit girls, but girls shouldn't hit boys either. And there you have it. And then as you go up in the primary school, those things should be reinforced using what that age group could understand. And as you get to secondary school, we go again, because now we could start to talk more big people conversations, but the underlying theme. So to me, the schools or the whole education system provides the best opportunity for us to get our boys and girls to understand in stages 1, patriotism and national pride and gender issues. And that's one of the things that has been made very clear to me. If I didn't know it before, I certainly came to find out during my term and what can be done. And it really makes me wonder why it is not being done in a more structured way. Now I have met teachers of these children when they come, and you see the teachers trying their own little thing among the class, especially when they're coming to see the president. But it shouldn't be left to individual teachers. It should be part of the system. And that's one of the things that I remain concerned about.
We have this whole talk about human trafficking coming up, and this ugly scourge of modern day slavery still hanging over our heads. What are your thoughts on that, and how do you think that we can educate this country a little more, or let this country know how serious this is?
Unless it touches me directly, I know about it and it's sad and everything, and then I just block it out and get on with my life. And I think once again, the schools have a captive audience. So to me, that's where you have the perfect opportunity for that awareness to start. I don't know what you will call it, whether it's part of civics, whether it's part of, I don't know what subjects would allow you to deal with that. And that's the opportunity to talk about these things, to have people come in and talk to the children, from basic things about how to spot the signs and what you should do if you spot the signs or if you are being approached to take you there, to the more conceptual ideas about why it's wrong, about international figures and experiences and how they are like what we are seeing. Because by the time people leave school and get on with what they consider to be the daily grind of life, that is too late to start those discussions. Those discussions can continue in more adult fora, but they can't start there. And I think every service organization, every group, scouts that deal with young people, the Rotary and whatever, if everybody really pays attention and makes that some part of their curriculum for a set period, I think we will go a longer way.